A good Sunday evening, everybody. We've got a bit to get through tonight and a busy week of weather ahead, so let's get right down to business. We'll have more details on your full forecast and a wrap-up of this storm in just a bit. For now, let's get you going with some local news. It feels chilly, and it is the kind of chill that will go right through you. The one silver lining from the 7 o'clock show is the breeze has decreased, right? Our news vehicle, while we were sitting in it, is actually shaking from the wind channeling up from the lake.
How are things looking out there, Justin?
What I will say, Alex, is that the salt right now is working effectively, at least in the main lanes. The shoulders are a little bit snow covered, which tends to happen, you know, with just this light snow. It'll stick on the shoulders a little easier.
He's out doing his live shot, and, well, he'll explain to you what he has in his hand right now. It is so cold out there, Justin.
Yes, and I might be losing my mind a little bit, but, you know, I tried to make myself a little hat with this frozen paper towel. You know, I figured maybe it could be an extra added layer. Say that the fog, which you mentioned in your broadcast, is definitely coming to actualization. I can see in the distance, but the visibility is pretty limited. Wind chills for your day tomorrow. I think, again, single digits, at times below zero. It is going to be a very cold day, not a bad time to throw on an extra layer, especially where we've been with the warmer weather. Hey, if you like astronomy, the full moon will be tomorrow night and Tuesday night. And the best time, I think, for viewing it will be tomorrow night. I think we should keep partly cloudy skies around at least until midnight, and that's when it will be at its highest point. So let's see how that plays out. Here it is, the snow showers over the Adirondacks, the northern Green Mountains. A few may sneak into the Champlain Valley through the evening and overnight hours, but we start out the day partly cloudy. I think we turn mostly sunny by the time we get to noontime, and we keep the sunshine through the evening hours with just a few clouds perhaps over the Adirondacks. 67 at Middlebury, 60 at Newport. We had a pretty strong subsidence off the Adirondack Mountains with that southwest flow, so you can see the valley locations actually quite a bit warmer than areas to both the west and the east. Kind of a little localized phenomenon we get this time of the year, right? Largely we had a solid week of below average temperatures. And then, of course, guess where we're heading now? The roller coaster ride will continue.
We've got more coming our way as we wrap up the weekend.
We do, Lauren, and actually the components of that system are already on the map. I'll show those to you and kind of give you a little bit of an outline as to what to expect for that Sunday into Monday system right after the break. And by the time you're driving home tomorrow, I think many of us have already seen 1/3 of an inch of rain. Through the evening commute, we could get another 1/2 an inch of rain on top of that. So it'll be a wet drive. I'll let you know the full details in just a bit. We got rid of our storm from this weekend, but it's going to complicate the forecast as we get into the midweek period. We'll have some sun tomorrow, but I'll let you know how it does tonight. And certainly a whole lot colder today than it was 24 hours ago. Temperatures only in the 30s today, but it's short-lived. Back to the 50s tomorrow. Details in just a bit. And I think we all get in on a moderate to heavy snowfall tonight, but some folks, especially in southern Vermont, we got to be careful of the winds tonight, maybe 40 to 50 miles an hour for a time. I'll full details on that after the break. And there's that snow knocking on the door, 5 p.m., overspreading the Adirondacks, getting into our neck of the woods, I think, after the evening commute. So I think that should be good for tomorrow. However, the Friday morning commute does look a little tricky. High pressure builds in from the west. This system stays off the coast. It tries to throw back some clouds as we go into Monday morning. I'm going to say optimistically we stay partly cloudy Monday, but we'll keep an eye on this system as it tries to kind of retrograde back in our direction. On your 7-day forecast, we see snow-covered roads. Visibility is reduced as well for a time as a band of moderate to heavy at times snow is now just pulling to the south of Plattsburgh and Burlington, starting to get a little bit of clearing right around the I-89 corridor, so that should give road crews some time to get a handle on this as we go through the day tomorrow, round number 2, including western New York. So there's those thunderstorms at 9 p.m. They work off to the east. A few scattered rain and snow showers through the early overnight hours. Then by tomorrow morning, I think we're mostly sunny as we start off Sunday, and we really keep that through the day tomorrow. It's quieted down a bit, but there was heavy rain moving through the Los Angeles area earlier. San Francisco now getting in on some of the action as well. Winter storm warnings, watches all up and down the West Coast. High wind warnings as well, so they are going to be in the national headlines again as we go through the next day or so. Then we have to watch this area here. These pinks that are popping up, that is indicative of some freezing rain or sleet mixing in. That is the potential to keep snowfall totals down in areas like the St. Lawrence Valley. So as we work through the overnight, we have that moderate snowfall, heavy at times in some bands. I think that starts to wind down around midnight. So again, not a strong cold front by any stretch of the imagination, but just enough cold air will get locked into place for a snow event versus rain, which we've had a lot this winter. Temperatures nationwide, I show this mainly because I think it actually depicts the jet stream quite well. Now we have this drier wedge kind of trying to work into the back edge of the system. That's what we're anticipating our break to be, or where it will come from overnight tonight. So there it is on the future tracker. A bout of moisture coming off the Gulf of Mexico. It's really juicing this storm up. The northern edge of that is what's going to move in our direction tomorrow and set us up for a pretty good rain and or freezing rain event for some parts of the area. And then they back in, but this high pressure, we're kind of squeezed between these two weather systems. The question is, how much sunshine will we squeeze out? Another system coming in tomorrow night. Yeah. We're looking at a general 2 to 4 inches for the Champlain Valley with some isolated 4 to 8 amounts as we work our way down towards Rutland. Then we amp up the snow totals for southern Vermont, some places over a foot. And through your 7-day period, we watch a frontal boundary sagging south Tuesday, maybe some snow squalls with that, and then Thursday we'll have another system to keep our eyes on.
Good to know, Justin. Thanks, and thank you for staying up late with us. Anytime it's about 15 degrees warmer there than it is in our region, you know something a little weird's going on.
That's shorts weather for them, right?
By Upper Peninsula standards, it pretty much is.
Yeah.
Good to know, though, Justin, and good to see it. Thanks.
Right.
51.
Yeah. And who knows, it might be even a tad warmer than that. I know I keep teasing this every night, but it looks pretty mild for Thursday next week.
Wow. Justin, thank you. We'll be right back. What do you think, Justin?
So they're called lenticular clouds. I think they call them lens clouds for short. Looks like a flying saucer, right?
I'm going with the cinnamon bun idea. Just need some frosting.
I could go with that. Snowy night here in the Champlain Valley, that's for certain. Right, so if you like spring, and you know, Saturday was your day.
Right.
If you want winter, well, there you go. Now you got that tomorrow. If you like somewhere in between, Monday's your day, a little bit for everybody. Have any brunch plans to be out and about? I think we're in good shape with just those remnant clouds as the system pulls away. We're coming back here. We just wanted to give a little tour of the studio there. It's always a good time, right? 54 right now at the airport in Burlington.
Justin, I quickly got to ask you,
Yes.
you ski yourself?
You know, I do not, but I told myself I would try to take up snowshoeing while I'm here. So.
Notion while you're here. Very nice, Justin. Thank you.
Is that a 49 for next week on the 7-day?
I might be dangerous tomorrow and bump it up to 50.
50. Wow.
Hold on to your hats.
It's February, everybody. Thanks, Justin.
Of course.
Justin?
Yeah, Mike, I'm anticipating a general 6 to 12 inches for most of the region tonight. I think we'll see a bit more as we get into the hill towns, likely over a foot, but that snow now is just starting to get its act together. Tomorrow, the good news is we may have a brief lull in the action between, let's say, round 1, as I'm titling it, and round 2. Round 1, I think, comes in right now, overspreaded most of the region by this point, and I think that wraps up hopefully between 11 in the Adirondacks, and I'm thinking by 2 a.m. the snow should at least become light, where plows and road crews will be able to catch up with it. After a very busy day of weather, we actually have a kind of peaceful photo to show everybody here. So this is a live video off our tower cam here. You can see the low clouds reflecting the light. We can actually see with perfect visibility almost the calm after the storm.